Welcome to Batch AVIF Converter. So as you can see here, we have two images. One is the PNG and one is the compressed AVIF. Almost identical photos. The biggest difference is actually going to be the file size. So you can see the image started out as 2.3 megabytes, which is huge. And we're dropping it down to 95.7 kilobytes, almost lossless compression right there. All right, and so the biggest thing about this converter that separates it from any other converter that you may find is that we have a batch mode, including the recursive scan, and this recursive scan is going to allow you to keep and maintain your same folder structure and convert a whole lot of images all at once. So let's clear this and then go ahead and toggle on the recursive mode, and then from there we can see that I have a folder right here. It's called testing. Inside this folder, we got two images. You can see 2,400 kilobytes, and then another folder with an image and another folder with an image, all large images, right? So we're gonna go ahead and just drop in this folder right here, and from there, it's going to automatically compress each image. And then from there, if I choose to, I can just go ahead and download the individual images by clicking this button, and then here it is, the AVIF, and you can see it's compressed down to 83 kilobytes. Or if I want, I can maintain the entire folder structure. Let's delete this one. And here we go. So, oops, supposed to hit download all there. Alright, it's alright, we're just gonna let it convert it again. But as you can see, even as it converts it again, like it already knows this is your max compression. We're not going to go down any further. And if you already put a compressed photo in there, it's not going to over compress it. Unless you hit this turbo mode, then it'll over compress it a little bit if you're really trying to squeeze it out. But so for now, let's just hit download all, and you can see the download comes out, and then here it is, AVIF Converter images. Maintains the same structure, but the images are all compressed down into AVIF images, and that is that. Alright, now if we chose to, we could hit turbo and then recompress these as turbo, and you can see right here we're at 95 kilobytes. And now when I do this, it actually is going to distort it just a little bit. So let's go ahead and open up one of these guys, and then let's go back to my downloads folder. Alright, so this one is the over-compressed version. This one is the uncompressed, or not uncompressed, but the normal compression. And you can see they're very close to being identical. However, this one is slightly, ever so slightly, like less quality, but not very much, right? So I would recommend to not do the turbo mode. But if you really have to, for whatever reason, to get that extra compression, put on turbo and then just go ahead and compress it again. You can see all these are like 25 kilobytes now, which is freaking amazing for an image that has even the high quality turbo still has this much detail inside the image. All right, and so that is the batch AVIF converter. If you have questions or concerns, look in the privacy policy. All of my information is there. If you want any extra features added on, just send an email and we'll get those to handle. Thank you.